How's it going, everybody? I'm really excited for this video. This is going to be a full body 6-week calisthenics program on the BaseBlocks set. So for those of you who've been investing in BaseBlocks equipment, this video is for you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And really quick, shameless plug here. As you can see, I am now sporting MTG merch. All right, this is push, pull, squat, hinge. That's something you've probably heard me say many times on the channel. But I've got several cool designs. Plus, there's the standard MTG logo and a special edition dragon flag logo on tank tops. Not to mention, everything comes in women's styles and women's colors for the ladies. So for anyone who wants to support Minus the Gym and in the process show the world that you love bodyweight fitness, make sure you check out the merch shelf. It's right below the description box below. All right, shameless plug is over, so let's dive into the routine. Now, the routine is going to be an A-B split. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means you have two different workouts, workout A and workout B, and they kind of alternate across 2-week blocks. So your 2-week block is going to look like this, where on week 1, you've got workout A, B, A, and then on week 2, you've got workout B, A, B. And you're going to do that in 2-week blocks for 6 weeks, so 3 times, and that's the 6-week program. At the end of the 6 weeks, so either on week 6 or 7, you would do what's called a deload week. And on the deload week, you want to do about half the volume to sort of take it easy and not stress yourself out so you can recover even more. Or what some people do is just take a week off. All right, now I'm going to explain the structure to the workouts as well as show you what workout A looks like and what workout B looks like. So for each workout, what the structure is, you're going to have 4 exercises, all right? 1 exercise for each of the movement patterns, all right? And for each exercise, you're going to do 3 working sets. These are sets where you're aiming for 5 to 8 reps in each set. You don't have to get exactly 5 to 8 reps in that range, but that's what you want to aim for. And you want to rest around 2 to 3 minutes at least, so you're nice and rested for those working sets. At the end of the 3rd and final working set, you want to go immediately into what's called a burnout set. This is going to be a different exercise, but on the same muscle group or the same movement pattern. And you're just going to go straight into it and do it until failure. And I'll show you an example of all this when we go through the workouts. This is not a circuit workout, just so we're clear. When we're focusing on strength, we don't want to do circuits and go from one exercise to another and then take a rest. You don't want to do that. With strength, you want to just do 1 set of an exercise and then take a break. Take a long 2 to 3 minutes minimum before you do the next set. Now, before you do either one of these workouts, make sure you warm up thoroughly. And if you're not sure what a good warm-up routine looks like, I have an entire video about the warm-up routine I use and recommend and why. So I will go ahead and put a card on the screen if you want to save that for later or check it out now or whatever. Just make sure you watch that video if you need to learn how to warm up. For workout A, we're going to start off with a horizontal push. And I'm recommending deep push-ups on the StrongBlocks. So what you're going to do is start off in the top position, slowly lower down to the bottom, nice deep stretch in the chest and shoulders, and then press back up to the starting position. Now, one thing I'm going to mention here is that we are doing a 4-0-1-0 tempo. That means a 4-second eccentric or negative, 0-second pause at the bottom, then a 1-second explosive concentric or upward push, and then a 0-second pause at the top. Now, the reason for that, you could also do 3-1-1-0. That's another option. But the whole reason behind this is called the 4-second rule. The 4-second rule says that if your negative and bottom pause take at least 4 seconds, then you cannot be using momentum to help you burst back up to the top. So when you're focusing on strength, remember the 4-second rule. You want either a 4-second negative or for the negative and the pause at the bottom to add up to 4 seconds. Now remember, we're going to take 2 to 3 minute rests between sets, and you're going to perform 3 of these sets of the deep push-ups on the StrongBlocks. After you finish that 3rd working set, immediately after you finish that last rep, you want to go straight to a burnout. The burnout can be any other push-up variation you want. All right, this could be diamond push-ups, it could be archers if you can do those, or what I like to do is an easier variation, like an easier progression. So instead of the deep push-ups on the StrongBlocks, I might do standard push-ups, I might do kneeling push-ups or incline push-ups. Any variation you want. and just rep it until failure for your burnout. Once the burnout is done, you want to take a long rest. Again, I recommend 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our pull exercise. This is going to be a horizontal pull, and you're going to work on your front lever progressions. So for this example, I'm going to show you advanced tucked front lever, but you can always use an easier variation like the tucked front lever, or you could do body weight rows as well. Now, since this is not 4 reps, you're going to hold it isometrically, and you want to target 20 seconds. That's going to be what you want to build up to, but you want to hold this for your max time. You want to go as long as you can until you start to break form. Again, you want to perform 3 working sets of this with 2 to 3 minute rest in between. And right after that 3rd working set, you want to go straight into a burnout, which would be an easier pulling exercise. So if you've been working on tucked front lever through your 3 working sets, then you would do, say, straight leg body weight rows or bent leg body weight rows for your burnout. If you're working on rows for your working sets and you need something easier, then get a resistance band, wrap it around something, and perform rows with the resistance band so that it's less resistance than your body weight. After all 4 sets of the pulling exercise are done, you want to take a rest. Again, 2 to 3 minutes is good. And then move on to your squat exercise or lower body exercise. And what I'm recommending here is pistol squat progression. So if you're not familiar with all the progressions to the pistol squat, at least the ones I use, I will put a link up here to my pistol squat progression video. So make sure you check that out. And just work on whatever current progression you're on for the pistol squats. Again, on all these exercises, we are trying to keep a slow negative. So whatever you're working on, even if it's just a partial movement, make sure you're trying to get 4 seconds on your way down for each exercise. Perform 3 working sets of your current pistol squat progression. And then after that 3rd and final working set, go straight into a burnout of something easier. This could be just plain body weight squats. It could be jump squats. It could be any squat variation that you want that's easier than pistol squats. Now, for the 4th and final exercise, I want to mention that your core gets worked through all of these. If you're doing these exercises properly, you know, the front lever progression, the pistol squats, the deep push-ups, you're using your core muscles throughout all of those exercises. So you don't have to do a core exercise, but a lot of people like to do them. I like to throw in a core exercise too. And what I'm recommending is something in a supine position for this workout, and then for workout B, we'll do a prone position. So I'm recommending you work on your dragon flag progression using the BaseBench. What's awesome about the BaseBench is you can get below the bench, put your hands up against the bottom of it, and use it to work on dragon flags. So again, I have a tutorial on these. I will put a link up on the screen, but what you want to do is work on your current progression for the dragon flag, whatever that may be. As always, you're going to do 3 working sets with 2 to 3 minutes rest in between, and immediately after that 3rd working set, go straight into a burnout. For the burnout, just do any other core exercise you like. This could be suitcase crunches, it could be bicycle crunches. You just pick, there's tons of core exercises out there that work the abs and the rest of the core, so just pick one and do it. After that, you're done with workout A, so you would rest for at least a day. Remember, we want at least 1 day off between workouts. And then you're going to do workout B the next time you work out. So let's take a look at what workout B looks like. Now for workout B, our push and pull are not going to be horizontal, they're going to be vertical. Specifically, we're going to start with a downward vertical push by doing dips. Here you can see I am doing dips on the BaseBlocks Trainer, so that adds a little bit of instability, making them even more challenging. Again, just like workout A, we're going to focus on the 5 to 8 rep range for all of the isotonic or dynamic exercises. And you're going to do 3 working sets. Then immediately after that 3rd and final working set, go straight into a burnout. Now for the burnout, since we're doing downward vertical push here, there's really not a whole lot of options. So I'm going to recommend you sit on the floor with your legs extended out in front of you, and you do a floor assisted L-sit. To do this, just keep your heels on the floor, press down as hard as you can, and try to get your butt to come up off the floor, and then hold that isometrically for as long as you can. Now for the pull exercise, we're going to do a downward vertical pull, and this is going to be L-sit chin-ups on the BaseBar. So if you can't yet do chin-ups, that's fine. Just do whatever progression you're currently working on. But here I'm going to show you in the example what an L-sit chin-up on the base bar really looks like. You have your legs extended out in front of you. You have a supine grip, meaning your palms are facing towards your body. And again, a nice slow negative, about 4 seconds on the way down, and then pull yourself up. Try to get that chin above the bar, but try not to chicken neck. If you can't get your chin over the bar, that's fine. I'd rather you not go up all the way than be jutting your head out really far. Again, we're performing 3 working sets with 2 to 3 minutes rest in between. And after that third and final working set, you want to go straight into a burnout. So for the burnout, I'm going to recommend an easier progression of chin-ups. So whatever that would mean, I mean, if you're doing chin-ups, then you might want to put your feet on the floor and you can do assisted chin-ups where you're pressing up with your legs to assist you in the movement. If you were already doing assisted chin-ups or an easier progression and you need something for a burnout, you can grab a resistance band, wrap it around your feet, and then do rows for your burnout. After a good rest, we're going to move on to the leg exercise. And instead of working on squats here, what we're going to do is shift the focus to the hamstrings and work on what's called Nordic hamstring curls. Now, these are a really difficult exercise unless you've been going to the gym previously and using their leg curl machine and curling tons of weight with your hamstrings. You're going to have to approach this slowly and use progressions. So I recommend you start off with negatives. You want to place your feet underneath the bench of the base bench and make sure they're snug, because what you're going to do is you're going to keep your body straight. All right, try to keep your hips nice and neutral, and you're going to slowly lower down towards the floor until your hamstrings just can't hold your weight anymore and they give out. You want to make sure you keep your hands in front of you, like by your chest, because at some point in the negative, your hamstrings will give out and you will just sort of fall to the floor, so you need your hands there to catch yourself. Again, we're aiming for 5 to 8 reps. Do the negatives as slow as you can, and you want to do 3 working sets like we've been doing, and immediately after that last set, go straight into a burnout. And for the burnout, we are going to do elevated glute raises on the base bench. For the elevated glute raises, you just put your feet on the bench and you use them to press yourself up into a straight bridge while you lie on the floor. Perform the feet elevated glute raises for as many reps as you can, then take a good rest, and then it's time for the 4th and final exercise if you're including the core exercise in your workout. And remember, we did a supine core exercise last time with dragon flag progressions, so now what we're going to work on is going to be a prone core exercise using an ab wheel. Not only does the ab wheel rollout work your core, like your anterior core, really well, but it's also working your lats and giving you a really deep stretch at the bottom position. You feel your lats and shoulders really opening up. So if you don't already have an ab wheel, but you've invested in all the BaseBlocks equipment, I recommend spending the extra 12 or 15 bucks on a good ab wheel on Amazon. They're totally worth it. And there you go. That's the end of workout B. So again, looking back at the schedule, you're just going to alternate ABA, BAB across 2 weeks, doing that for 6-week blocks, repeating that pattern 3 times, and then do a deload. And then you can change up the workout if you want for the next 6 weeks, do different exercises or maybe different tempo or more sets, whatever you want to make the workouts different. Lastly, I want to mention that the days off in between these workouts are not just days to be lazy and sedentary. Okay, you never want to be sedentary. You want to keep active. I recommend going on a walk, or if you like to jog, go for a jog. Do some yoga or some mobility work. Just keep your body moving on those off days. It's just a day off from intense training. It's not a day off from all movement. All right, everybody, for everyone who subscribes to my channel or even hasn't subscribed, and you have invested in BaseBlocks equipment, I hope this video helped you out. All right, if it did, please drop a like. That really helps me out in return. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I love making routines like this. I love talking about fitness and nutrition. I have so much knowledge. I have almost 20 years of experience that I want to share with you guys in fitness and nutrition. So make sure you stay tuned, all right? And I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later.